What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. We are going to be talking about all of the books that I love. Notice that I'm saying that I love and not 5-star reads, because some of these are 5-star reads, but some of them aggravated me so good that I absolutely needed to include it because I love it and I love recommending it. Now, this video came to me as an inspiration because one of my girls reached out. She was like, Blossom, the way that you talk about your characters, the way that you think they're real, and I was like, wait a minute, they are real. They are real, okay? Anywhoozle, like, I seriously want to read now. And I'm like, fantastic. I'll give you 14 right now. I've been waiting to use that. I'll give you 14 book recommendations right now. And that I did, okay? So I pulled some off my bookshelf and I was like, you know what? Let me tell y'all what books I really love. And if you're in a book slump, maybe you might pick these up and you might fall in love with them all the same. So let's jump right in. So the first book I have right here is After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. You guys, this is the first book that I've ever read from Taylor Jenkins Reid, and it was much needed. This one talks about Lauren and Ryan, and their marriage reaches a breaking point. They've been married for like 10 plus years, and they come up with this unconventional way to save their marriage. They decide to separate for a year, and in that year, they cannot contact each other, text, message, nothing, no photos, no nothing, okay? They're doing this in hopes that they will fall in love again. Now, I will say this book really hits hard on the miscommunication trope, but the way that she pulls it together at the end, Taylor Jenkins Reid, guys, every single time. So good. The next book that I have here is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. If you know, you know. The way that I was hyping up this book the entire first portion of the year, you guys, trying to figure out who the heck Monique Grant was and why did Evelyn choose her to tell her beautiful, glamorous, life to. By the time I finished this book, I was more hung up on the fact that these husbands of Evelyn Hugo completely shaped and defined who she then became to be. And all the things that happened along the way, honestly, self-sabotage. I mean, I can't even say anymore. I don't want to ruin for you. So freaking good. There are some morally gray decisions going on in this book. Some things I would change, some things I really didn't particularly like, but I think it's very appropriate for the time that it was set in. It was really geared around the 1950s, and I feel like those mistakes, those conversations, those actions just make sense for that time. But other than that, I really, really enjoyed this book. The next book that I have here, I'm gonna put them together because, y'all, this one right here is Kennedy Ryan's Before I Let Go, and This Could Be Us. Let me tell you something about Black love, okay? I will fight you in the comments if you disagree. I'm literally mentally preparing right now for anyone that disagrees with me. Black love hits different. Black vulnerability hits different. And the way that Kennedy Ryan has written her characters are so stinking beautiful. Her supporting characters, so beautiful. So this one talks about Yasmin, and this is like a second chance romance within a divorce, okay? And this talks about Soledad, and this is a second chance romance after a divorce. And the way that it happens is really unconventional too, and I think that you guys are going to really like it. Another book is going to be coming out later next year, and it's going to be from Hendrix's point of view, and I am so ready. I have a feeling that book is going to break me, but like literally in the best way. Her title of her book is going to be Can't Get Enough, and here's the cover right here, you guys. Stunning, literally so good. I cannot wait for Hendrix's book to come out. The next book we have here is A Not So Meet Cute by Megan Quinn. You are a rom-com girl, a cheesy rom-com girl at that. You're going to eat this book up. The banter between Lottie and Hux is one that you are just going to love. The way that she writes banter, honestly, is really, really good. The spice in this book, insane. What I really love about this book too, guys, it has illustrations. I don't know, that must be the inner kid in me. When I was reading when I was younger, I would always want to look at pictures and illustrations within a book, and a lot of our adult books here don't have any illustration, but the fact that she like has these in her books just kind of pulls the book all together. I love the supporting characters in this book as well, specifically Lottie and her sister Kelsey. When I tell you their relationship is so stinking cute, I laughed so much the way that they talk to each other. I'm telling you right now, by chapter 2, you are going to be hooked. I would say that's a little bit predictable, but in the most funny rom-com way. I think you're really going to enjoy this. The next set of books that I have here is Wild Love and Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. This was my first time ever reading Elsie Silver. I did not think that I would love Elsie Silver as much as I did because she's been a popular author for quite some time, especially from the Chestnut Spring series, a series that I was really never interested in reading until now because I truly love the way that she writes her characters. And I've been really enjoying the Rose Hill series and the way that she's including that single dad trope. Absolutely ate it up. This one talks about Rosie and Grant falls for his best friend's little sister. This is the best friend and he's getting his second chance at love, falling in love with a pop star, y'all. Or not a pop star, country star. Either way, still really good. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. And the spice, baby. Next we have here, yeah, I know you didn't think I was gonna talk about my man. I know you didn't think I was gonna talk about my man. Y'all, The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. You guys, I am literally counting down the days before I can get into terms and conditions because y'all keep telling me the second book is even better and I just don't know how it's gonna be even better, but I absolutely love this one right here. This one talks about Rowan and Zara, and if you guys don't know the premise of the book, basically the grandfather passes away. In his will, there's 3 grandchildren. In order for them to get their inheritance from Dreamland, they have to complete a few things off the will and then they can get their portion of their inheritance done. Now, you guys, I have read so many contemporary romances where I'm just like practically drooling over this man. I just don't understand why this book has me in a chokehold. Like when I picture Rowan, I'm gonna have to do a short or a reel about this so y'all could see what I'm seeing. I just love that he is just a very manly man in a suit and tie, stiff face, but like behind closed doors, he's more open, he's more talkative, he's more soft. Something about that. So good. Next we have here, this right here, this is the irritating book that I've been telling y'all about, okay? Funny story about Emily Harry. I love this book, but I also can't stand it all the same. I'm gonna post my review down below so you guys can see how aggravated I got when I was doing my monthly wrap-up talking about this book. This one follows Daphne and Peter, and they're set to get married. So Peter goes out on his bachelorette night. His bestie comes along with him. His bestie is a female, and she then tells him on his bachelorette night, listen, I have feelings for you. I've had them for quite a while, and it turns out that now that I'm seeing you getting married, I'm realizing that I'm gonna lose you. Homeboy agrees. He agrees with her. I love you too. Comes home to the fiance and tells her, listen, this is not gonna work out anymore. Everything else that follows after that, I'm telling you right now, oh my God, I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry all over again because the way that this like went down and everything else that follows. You want to know what aggravates me even more too? When I see ladies talk about Miles in this book saying, oh my God, Miles is the ultimate boyfriend. Like, oh my God, Miles. Where? Fight me in the comments. I'm telling you right now, even though I'm so aggravated by this book, I still love it all the same. And I think if you want a really good, aggravatingly good read, like you're talking caca as you're reading, and maybe you find a friend who has read it too and you just want to talk caca about a book, go ahead and pick this up. Oh my gosh. Now let's talk about spoilers real quick. I recently got a comment on one of my videos and someone said that I ruined the book because I talked too much or I spoiled the book. And I had to take a minute and step back and saying, dang, am I really ruining some of y'all's reading experience because I'm talking too much about the book? And honestly, y'all, I'm just emphasizing the blurb, the synopsis. That's all I'm doing. I'm not gonna tell you, read this book. It was an aggravatingly good book, 5-star read. I hope you enjoy it. You will never hear me talk like that. I will hype this book up, tear it down, and hype it back up again and let y'all feel that emotion that I was feeling so y'all can feel it too if y'all are interested. That's just how I do it. I'm always up for constructive criticism. Definitely meet me in the comments, but there's a certain way of going about it, or maybe watch a couple of my videos before you make a judgment saying that I'm actually ruining a book, because honestly, I'm not. I want y'all to get excited about some of these reads the way that I'm excited about these reads. But anywho, if you made it to this part of the video, you are a real one. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you've read any of these books, meet me in the comments. Let me know what your takeaways were. And until the next video, bye for now.